I think the story of the Titanic is quite a well-known one, and there has been many speculations about what could have been the cause for the Titanic sinking, and we can't deny the fact that poor communication may have been a contributing factor. It was 1906 and Jack Phillips had just graduated from the Marconi Company's wireless telegraphy training school. Now, he had set himself up for greatness and there is no going around that. Before, he had worked at a post office where he had learned Morse code, and that bit will become relevant pretty soon, so stay with me. He had learned Morse code. Now, the wireless telegraph was the main communication channel during that time, literally the smartphone of the era. And Jack, knowing how to use Morse code and being quick, made him the perfect operator. So that there was no surprise that by 1912, the Titanic had asked him to assume the role of senior wireless telegraph operator on the ship. So let's talk about the night in question. It was April 14, 1912, and Phillips was working a normal shift in the communications room. Beep, message received. Click, click, message sent. This pattern repeated itself, and Jack had received over 250 messages that night, allegedly. He might have even sent more. Beep, icebergs ahead. Message from the SS Mesaba. Click, click, understood. Message sent. Jack replied. Jack then noted the warning and sent it to the captain on the bridge, and it was now up to the captain to either decide to stay course or to change route. Now, the communication process is a cycle where it often begins with a sender who, of course, sends a message. It then ends with a receiver who interprets that message, and if that receiver provides feedback, then they now become the sender, and that's how the cycle continues. So, what exactly went wrong that night? Beep, message received. Beep, beep, messages received. Beep, beep, beep. All those messages came flooding in like a monsoon that night. And so, beep, growlers ahead. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, shut up, Phillips said. Beep. At 10:55 in the evening, the SS Californian sent another message, growlers ahead, which was completely missed by Jack. Now, that, my friends, broke the communication process. The fact that Jack didn't actually get the chance to interpret the message, growlers ahead, caused devastation later, because at around 11:40 that evening, a sound as if chalk or nail rather was being drawn against a chalkboard was heard. Then there were heavy rumbles and low hums, followed by screams and cries. And by 2:40 a.m. on April 15th, 1912, there was silence. So the process of communication is made up of its elements. There is, of course, the sender who encodes a message, and that message is sent through a channel. It's then decoded by a receiver, and decoded means interpreted. Then feedback is provided. If anywhere in the whole process or the cycle there's something that interrupts the flow of communication, then we call that noise. You see, all these various elements in this process come together in order to complete the process, and if one or the other is missing, then the process is deemed incomplete, with the absence of noise, of course. That's not an essential element to complete the process, but rather a hindrance in completing the process. So in the next video, we'll talk about the forms of communication. So watch another one.